longest speech. Our very advanced and professional evaluator, Zhanna, will evaluate. And though the speech is very long, Zhanna still has her 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah. Welcome, Zhanna, to the stage.
Hello everyone, I'm Zhanna and today I'm evaluating Timur's speech. Just want to give you some brief information about his speech. It was the longest speech that I have ever seen and listening during my whole journey with Toastmasters. So just let's give like really very loud applause to Timur for such amazing session. His project is delivering meaningful and a very interesting panel session, choosing very interesting topic that could, just hook attention of all of you. Also, to find the interesting panel speakers, experts who could be speaker for this topic, and also to lead this session, to be a moderator, to facilitate the session. I just want to say thank you, Timur. As you see, he wrote all his papers, all the outline, all the plot he had for today's show. It was really amazing show, I assume. You really handled amazing panel session. And it was, the most funniest and very creative of the panel session I have ever seen. Because, all the panel sessions, I was imagining that he will do some boring stuff, inviting, experts who will be just reading us some lecture or something else, because all the panels that I know, it's in that way. So it was very fun, and I just want to highlight that you've been great for choosing the topic. So it's very interesting since you have a different audience and you are from a different field. So I assume the topic about love was very interesting for each of you. And the second thing that I really want to highlight, how he introduced the speakers. It was so much fun. I assume you've been shocked, right, by seeing that introduction, by saying, wow, what a way. And the question that you created for each speaker, it was very interesting. So they could give, the very informative and interesting answers that is really could open the topic. And the thing, so I don't have 40 minutes today to give you evaluation, but I want to highlight the thing that you should also improve maybe during your next speeches. So it was the really amazing delivery, but also I just want to mention that you had a 40 minutes. So, but you still need some time management, skills for the delivery such long panels, because the conclusion was very short. I was seeking something else, you are concluding the session by having some conclusion from the speakers or giving some purpose of this panel, what we could gain, what you had, something else, but it wasn't such way. You just finished after seeing that you had the 37 minutes already. So I assume you could also work on the timing, just also updating and giving some heads up to the experts that they have limited time. So not giving so much time for some debating maybe, which was not so long sometimes. Also, just wanted to mention one thing, since we respect everyone's personal boundaries and about the personal information. While you are asking about the age or I don't know profession, some of the people don't like sharing some personal information. So might be you can just give you heads ups while you're just giving the stage to from the audience, just highlighting that. If you don't mind, I will be asking some quite of questions, so would you be ready to answer or something else, so people would feel safety that, just I'm sitting, so, and you are coming and first time, so you are asking some personal information. Otherwise, the speech was perfect. You really delivered amazing project, and I just want to say that thanks so much for making our evening. I assume all of you laughed today, and you had all the smile that by listening to the experts. So many thanks for inviting all the experts are current members of our community. So you see that we have some talented actors also here who are performing during the panel session. Thank you so much. And, evaluation.
Нет, там в случае Фариза.
Можно, пожалуйста?
Вот.
So, our second evaluator is Fariza. So Fariza is evaluating icebreaker speech, and it is also Fariza's first evaluation.
So, good evening, everyone. Today, I evaluate our loneliness and amazing speaker, Anel. So, I'm so glad to evaluate your speech. And when you came here to the stage, from the first minute, I thought by myself, is it really your first speech? Yeah. Is it? Yeah. Because you were so confident. You were so confident, and you present very resilient attitude. You use effectively your eyes contact, your clear. You had a very clear content, very well prepared speech. Yeah, I think everybody agree with that. So it was very incredible presentation, well prepared. We saw so many pictures and so many texts. Yeah, and you use many space at your stage. Yeah, because and even I thought to myself, oh my God, what kind of recommendation I'm gonna give for her? Because you use gestures a lot. You looked at everybody, and almost everything was very great. But nevertheless, of course, I would like to give some recommendation, maybe with voice variety. Yeah, because to be honest, sometimes it was a little bit monotonously, Yeah, and you can use sometimes it's better to increase your voice, and engage the audience, and sometimes you can otherwise lower your voice and use pauses, because pauses it is very and engage the audience. So if you use two recommendations, just give them best of the best. Right? You're already best, but you know that there are no boundaries to be perfect.
Your topic, I loved your topic because this is so actual, and right now I have to admit that I am burnout also. So you did well. I loved your speech. When you come into the stage, you feel so confident, and people can see that you're really professional teacher, and you're not doing it first time. And I would say that you improved your speech after you became a member of Toastmasters, and it was great also. Your sureness level is now so high. So you're a confident speaker, like fish in the sea. So it was so clear, everybody was understandable, and you start your speech with working with audience. You started to take the questions and get answer, and people, what I mentioned, was happy to answer. They see your kindness, you are smiling, and they are not refuse to answer. They want to answer, and that's a great quality of teacher. It's a good to work with you of doing something like some projects, or you're learning something like you're teaching something others learning. So your vocal variety, it was with 5. You used all tools of your tone. You always do it great. Your gestures, you walk always, and you smile. It was all great. So audience, you did engage audience completely, and that was great. Comfort level again is 5. People were so engaged and interested in your topic. Some of them were writing about your roles. So I would say you excelled at storytelling. you did a great job. You engaged audience. Your vocal variety was great. Gestures. You were dancing on the like this is like, you know, not straight understanding. So yeah, you may want to work on do some pauses between important places when you're telling important things. Like you said about 4 things. Like you have to admit, then you have to take help from your friends, and etc. And I loved your last sentence, like your mental health is more than your money. Thank you.
Our next evaluator. Yes. So you know why Tom doesn't use online application? It is because of our next evaluator, Michelle.
Hello, thank you so much. I have the honor of giving Amir an evaluation. And I will say, Amir, I'm so glad I see some resilience in you as you work through your broken dreams. You know, I think what's interesting about Amir, the goal, the purpose of his speech was to have a speech with purpose that was well organized. And I think he accomplished both those goals, because the goal was broken dreams. And he was able to organize it, right? He was able to say what his dreams were. He had 2 big dreams, things about those dreams, how they were broken, and who he says broke those dreams. And I will say, I'm thankful that you did say there's some others that are having dreams broken too. So that's my personal, I'm thankful you said that. So I really liked that you did do that. I thought the beginning of your speech, he had an opening statement. Do any of you have broken dreams? Right, exactly. And so the 2 areas, Amir, that I would like to encourage you as you continue on with writing speeches and give more speeches, and I'm so glad you're coming up here. If you notice what I just did, I would like you to do that next time. Okay, so I said, does anyone have broken dreams? I paused. People raised their hand. So you did not pause.
Yes.
You didn't give people time to respond to you. So I think, because it was a great question. The other thing I would really encourage you is, dude, I was in the back of the room, I couldn't read your slides. And I don't know, maybe the front row could. But I think when you're doing, think about the back row. Because those slides, I'm sure there was great information, but I couldn't read it. So I would say, try to use some pauses in your speeches, because it was a powerful speech, and I think there were a few different times you could have paused and just let, talk about broken dreams. And then also try to, some of those slides that were small with the writing, make them bigger. But in conclusion, I really liked your speech. I thought it was clear, organized, and I look forward to your next one.
And now we go to voting for best evaluator, but please, was everyone in time? Except Zhanna. Except Zhanna. Oh, I could understand Zhanna. It was really maybe hard to be in time. Please do not vote for Zhanna. And we have 3 evaluators.
We got best
Yep.
Yes.
Is the link for best speaker?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
The best.
No, I mean, but it's the same.
But I mean, the actual link, but the QR code is for best speaker.
Why not?
The actual speakers.
You mean, I suppose the title, but anyway, it's all about evaluators.
Yeah. So and it says it's best speaker.
Thank you.
But the people in there are evaluators, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can vote, guys.
Sorry.
Please evaluate 3 evaluators. So, finished. Thank you.